Good morning, guys. Hope you are doing well today. Today's verse of the day is in the book of St. Matthew, and it's in chapter 5, verse 3, saying, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven." This is part of the series of the Sermon on the Mount, and this is a series of where Jesus will be talking about many different things, probably the most famous sermon yet in the Bible. And after studying it, I gotta say it's one of my favorite parts in the Bible. To the Gospel again of St. Matthew. This book is really one of my favorites. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John is our biggest series yet. So stay tuned for Mark, Luke, and John. These four saints are who wrote the Gospel and what we got our stories from Jesus, as well as Revelation and etc. Now the New Testament talks all about Jesus, but we're going to stay on this verse in the Sermon on the Mount specifically. The second verse of the day is in chapter 5, verse 4, and it reads, "Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted." Mourning, righteous mourning, it's a mourning involves you in an expression of deep sorrow for someone who's died and passed away, typically involving following certain convictions such as wearing black clothes. And mourning is how we show appreciation to those who were alive. And for those who mourn righteously, for those who mourn for people, they will be comforted. Our hearts will be comforted in the afterlife in heaven. And right now, as of God, He puts His hand on our shoulders and says, "Do not worry." And the more we mourn but trust in Him and understand that, hey, God is still there with me, we will understand and come to realization that we need Him, and that no matter what happens, He is still a loving and truthful God. And so the next verse is chapter 5, verse 5. "Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth." Now meek means to be quiet, gentle, and to be humble, to one. Yes, we help people a lot, but there's a different way of going about it. We will be quiet and gentle and understanding and patient and be peaceful minded while we help others. So, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Having a poor spirit doesn't mean you're poor spiritually. It means you're going through the troubles and sorrows of the world, but trusting in the Lord. And blessed are those who are poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. It would be illogical to say that there's such a horrible world with wars and rumors of wars, yet there is no rest to these people who do such things, or rest to these people who go through these things. So, we should always remember that the afterlife is a real thing, and for those who are poor in spirit, theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Therefore, shall we stay humble, use humility, and make sure to stay peaceful, kind, and gentle, and patient with others, and with ourselves as well. Most of the time, people tend to forgive everyone else besides themselves. And understanding to forgive everyone, including yourself, is an important part of your life. So always make sure to do that. And so the next verse is chapter 5, verse 6. "Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled." This one is really easy to understand because we know that hungering and thirsting for righteousness is the thing to do. As Christians, we must hunger and thirst for righteousness by fasting and praying and staying in the Word with the Lord. Specifically, we shall be filled, and it is a metaphor to us not being hungry anymore for it. We will be filled, we will be overjoyed, like we just had a huge feast that will fill us up forever. And it's truly amazing to see how we can achieve that just by following the Lord, because although we are imperfect, Jesus died for us, for all of our sins, and has saved us all. And His glory is what has given us the chance to make it to heaven with Him. The next and final verse I'm going to be going over on the Sermon on the Mount, which is chapter 5, verse 7. This verse says, "Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy." This one is a bit easy and a bit difficult to understand at the same time. Who are we obtaining mercy from? Who are we getting this from? And why should we be merciful? Well, we're going to gain mercy from the Lord. The Lord gives us mercy when we are merciful to others. And it says that if you do not love your neighbor or forgive your neighbor, the Lord will not forgive you. So make sure to always be kind and thoughtful all the time. Try your best to be with the Lord and understand what God is thinking at that moment. What would Jesus do? Or what would Jesus think? Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. It is what we need most in our lives. And as Christians, as people, we are not perfect. We can never obtain mercy unless we have a God like Jesus. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment what else I should do next after this series. And I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.